Good evening, Tallahassee. I'm student meteorologist Margaret Hollis.
And I'm student meteorologist Shane Pendleton. Welcome to this Thursday night edition of For FSU Weather.
It's been a great week thus far. A little bit cold to start off the week, but nice to see those warm temperatures make a return and thaw us out a little bit.
Absolutely. It's February 11th here in Tallahassee, and it's finally starting to feel, well, like winter in Tallahassee, which might mean like spring everywhere else in the country.
Yeah, I like Tallahassee's winters. It's cold enough that you know it's not summer anymore, but not so cold that you're shoveling yourself out of the snow.
Indeed. It was a very topsy-turvy kind of day when it came to what we were wearing, for instance, because this morning we were sitting at or just below the freezing mark, 32 degrees, so heavy jackets, winter gear, scarves were needed walking across campus for those 8 a.m. classes.
Yeah, I was bundled up on my way over to weathercasting.
Yes, me too, actually. And then this afternoon, though, I didn't need the heavy jacket, didn't need the scarf or anything. It got up into the 70s.
Yeah, that was very impressive. And walking over here, that I was concerned. I was like, well, am I going to need my jacket this evening? So I brought it along just in case, but I'm like, certainly don't need it now.
Yeah, we always want to encourage everyone to be prepared and be aware of the weather. So that we know what we need to wear, we're going to send it out to Alyssa at the wall for the overview.
Thanks, guys. And you guys are exactly right. Today we did see a good range of temperatures. You didn't really know quite what to wear. And as you can see here, we've had a pretty clear day, so really beautiful out there. Nothing but sunshine. That's continued throughout all of Thursday. As we zoom out here, you can see all across Florida, we're seeing nothing but sunshine too. Not a lot of clouds, just down there off the coast of South Florida. There is some cloud development, but nothing really adding any rain or anything to your day. Tonight we're going to be looking at 48 degrees. Our clouds are going to be increasing, so we are seeing a pleasant and warmer night. And we are going to be seeing it warming up for tomorrow as well. So again, expect that warm, sunny Friday, a different change of temperatures. And then for the weekend, you want to grab that sweater though again, because we're going to have cooler temperatures dropping down for Saturday, warming up a little for Sunday, but Monday we're going to have some rain chances, so you just want to be prepared for that. But to talk more about some warm weather history, let's go back to the desk with Margaret and Shane.
Thanks, Alyssa. The weather history, a lot of the weather history we see in the months of January and February is all snow. Record snow this, record snow that. But not all the records have to do with snow.
Yeah, I've gotten tired of talking about record snow and record cold as well. We're done with that. But we wanted to talk about 1987 in Denver. They had some weird weather for February.
Yeah, Denver received their third recorded thunderstorm on this day in February, and living in Florida, we think thunderstorms, that's a year-round sort of thing, but other parts of the country, not so much.
Yep. In Denver this time of year, snowfall is the norm, and the cold temperatures, which in 1989, there were some record rain as well.
Yeah, Honolulu received 2.5 inches of rain on that day. The rest of the country was having a pleasant day, but they were getting soaked out in Hawaii.
Which is not to come as a huge surprise to anyone. And now we're going to throw it back to Alyssa for a full local segment.
Yeah, we're going to be bringing it back to Florida right now. Here at Tallahassee, we're looking at 73 degrees. It is partly cloudy, adding that warm temperature to it. So we are feeling warmer temperatures, which is going to be pushing into tomorrow as well. But currently, it's pretty consistent throughout the whole Big Bend area, but there is a big jump here at Perry compared to Tallahassee. We have a 10-degree drop here in Perry with 63 degrees and 73 degrees there in Tallahassee. So mild temperatures all across the Big Bend area. We zoom out here, we see those consistent skies again with sunshine and no cloud cover across Florida. Again, just down here you can see in the south we do have some cloud cover, but it's not affecting any of Florida as well. And we zoom out again and we can see this cold front coming through. It's going to be pushing down from today into tomorrow kind of, but the cold front isn't hitting us yet. We are going to be seeing warm temperatures, and as we move ahead, continuing into Friday night, going into Saturday morning, that cold front is going to be hitting over us finally, and we're going to be dropping those temperatures, really feeling that chill, and that high is going to be adding those clear skies to us again. So continuing on though, tonight we are looking at 48 degrees. A lot warmer than yesterday actually. 48 might sound kind of cool, but yesterday we were feeling it in the 30s. Again, increasing clouds, adding that warm temperature. So 48 is going to feel very pleasant tonight. Tomorrow, 74. Warming up a lot, mostly sunny, going to be very beautiful out there. You really want to take advantage of this. Go sit outside and enjoy the sunshine, especially since Saturday and Sunday we are going to be seeing those temperatures drop. So again, tomorrow, warm, bring out those shades. It's going to be really sunny out there, gorgeous day. It's going to be really nice out there. Saturday, pleasant. We're seeing those temperatures drop down just a bit. We're going to be breaking out the jeans and jackets again. And Sunday, we're seeing it drop down a lot compared to Friday. Really cool out there. Going to be chilly again. So shoes, scarves, you definitely want to bundle up for that Sunday. So going to our 7-day forecast though, we're going to stretch this out a bit. Again, Friday warmer with 74. Sunday it's going to be great for Valentine's Day. So if you want to go outside and plan a fun activity with friends or whoever your loved one is, that's going to be a great time to enjoy the weekend, especially since we have this rain coming in on Monday and Tuesday. But don't let that down your weekend or week, because Saturday, Sunday, gorgeous day. Wednesday, Thursday, gorgeous as well. So we're going to be seeing lots of sunshine. And Margaret is going to be continuing telling us what's going to be our look ahead.
Zoom on out to the southeast. That, as we mentioned earlier, it's 73 degrees here in Tallahassee. A bit cooler up north, 55 in Atlanta, 57 in Tupelo, and 53 up in Little Rock. And that front that Alyssa was mentioning in the Futurecast, it's hanging out up here in the North Georgia, North Alabama area, which is why we're seeing these cooler temperatures up there. But right now we've got beautiful 73 degrees here in Tallahassee, 76 in New Orleans. We got some cloud cover, but nothing too much to make anything too terrible for your day. It's actually cooler down south than it is here in Tallahassee. We're seeing 66 in Orlando, 70 in Miami. But overall, it's beautiful warm days, especially relative to those cold temperatures that we had been seeing. It is much warmer today than it was at this time yesterday. If you take a look at Montgomery, 25 degrees warmer today than yesterday. That is a huge change, and that really just shows what a difference a day can make to the weather. These wind speeds coming out of various directions can make it feel a little bit cooler, so they actually make it feel a little bit nicer than a 73-degree, very humid, cool air day would feel like. It feels much nicer when you have just a little light breeze blowing over you. There is nothing to speak of on the radar, and that's part of what allowed our temperatures to get as warm as they have today, is that the sun was able to just heat the earth up, and that's made for a beautiful day to get out and enjoy the sunshine. Futurecast radar, there's not a whole ton to speak of. Little showers here and there will be coming through, and a little bit of snow up further north when you get towards Kentucky. But it's going to be making for a great Friday and getting into the weekend. So maybe keep some light jacket that you're not afraid of getting wet around if you see any clouds around over the weekend. But it's going to be fantastic as we see the airport delays are confirming that travel is not being impeded with all these beautiful clear skies. Whole bunch of zeros on those delays. Tonight we're going to be looking at 47 here in Tallahassee. Colder temperatures up north, like 35 in Atlanta or 34 in Tupelo. But it's going to be a very nice night. And as we take a look at tomorrow, we're going to see 75 here in Tallahassee as well as in Orlando. Similar temperatures down in Miami and Key West. But now we're going to send it back to Jay at the desk.
Thank you, Margaret. It was an absolutely brilliant forecast once again. Now we're going to take a look at some of the more weekend weather coming up. Saturday, we're going to see a drop in temperature from Friday into Saturday. And we're talking about temperatures in the 70s, 74, 75. Almost feeling really, really close to spring. But then we get reminded once again that it is winter. And we're going to go back down into the mid to upper 50s on Saturday. And unfortunately for Valentine's Day, it's going to be quite nippy here and there for most of the day. So make sure you bring a light jacket if you have any plans for Valentine's Day on Sunday. After that, Monday, You're actually a little more of a rain chance going back up to about 50% they're calling for on Monday and 20% chance on Tuesday. So make sure you have the umbrellas if you have anything planned for the Monday for the work week ahead. But temperatures are going back up into the 60s, almost 68 on Monday, almost 66 by Tuesday. And we're going to see 70s once again by the time it's Wednesday and to next Thursday. But I want to roll it back a little more to Valentine's Day. If you don't have any plans for Valentine's Day, well, I got plans for you too. Just in case you don't have anything planned, you can go out to the movies. The new Deadpool movie will come out on Sunday if you have plans to go and watch that. I know all my friends are super excited about that. But again, not too much to be worried about for movies. If you want to go outdoors, any type of plans, temperatures are going to be about in the mid-40s by Sunday night. So again, light the bar and jacket will be necessary if you want to have a romantic walk on the lake. You can see the moon, you'll be able to see the stars. It's going to be a clear night. So again, stargazing, going out in the woods and just relax and just have a great time on Valentine's Day. It's made to be have with the loved ones or loved one with your friends. So just enjoy your Valentine's Day. But now, speaking of Valentine's Day, let's take it out now to Andres, who I know has plans for his Valentine's Day.
Well, thank you, Jay. And my plans for Valentine's Day are actually to celebrate my birthday because Valentine's Day is my birthday. So if you see me around, please give me a shout out. I would greatly appreciate it. But for right now, current conditions in 73 in Tallahassee, partly cloudy. Dew points are around 43 degrees. It's a little higher than yesterday. It's mainly because of these south winds that are bringing some more moisture to our area. And the humidity is currently at 34%. With the winds, it says 17 miles per hour, but we promise folks it's actually out of the west at 7 miles per hour. It's not as strong. It probably was strong earlier, but right now they're not sitting that strong. Local radar, the radar is not broken, folks. It's just very, very clear outside. We have a lot of sun everywhere to show. In Perry, Tallahassee, Quincy, Bainbridge, all places around the Big Bend region are seeing just clear, beautiful skies. Current temperatures, 73 here in Tallahassee, 72 in Bainbridge, 70 in Thomasville. And that's just a recurring theme right now. It's just a lot warmer today than it was yesterday, mainly because of these southerly winds that are just pick these temperatures right up to where they're at right now. And speaking about the winds, here they are. As we can see, this is probably earlier at 17 miles an hour, but currently not right now. The system hasn't quite updated quite yet, but that's okay, because the main thing we want to get from this is that we see that the winds are coming out of the south, southwest, westerly, and they're bringing all that warm air from the Gulf of Mexico up our way, along with it a little bit of moisture that's hoping to also push those temperatures up a little bit. But looking ahead until tonight, around 6 o'clock, we're going to see this cold front that's going to slowly make its way down towards our way, and this is going to reach us tomorrow, and we'll see this here in a little bit. But at the same time, we're going to have a low pressure system. Let me move on to the other side of the screen over here. We're going to see this low pressure system that's going to develop, and it's going to start pushing some of this colder air down our way as this cold front makes its way down towards us. But as you can see right here into Friday, if things stay the way they are right now, into Friday night, Saturday morning, this cold front should be here, so it'll bring a lot more cold air. It's going to be following down right in front of this high down to our way. So it's going to be a little bit colder temperatures as we go on into the weekend. But for tonight, it's going to be 48 here in Tallahassee, increasing clouds, and the winds are going to be out of the southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Friday's forecast, it's going to be 74, warm day, warm again, and the winds are going to be out of the west-southwest at 5 to 15 miles per hour. Temperatures are going to be pretty much uniform across the whole Big Bend area. And day planners, tomorrow morning it's going to be cool at 53, and around 5 o'clock it's going to be 70 degrees, so it's just going to be a beautiful day. Please enjoy it, because I know we've had frigid days the past week. So take advantage of this, folks. Just go out. And if you see Cupid right here, that's my birthday. So please, if you see me around, like I said, give me a shout out. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to be turning another year older, so whatever, what's going on. But it's going to be a beautiful weekend, and we're going to have rain come back here on Monday. But for right now, we're going to pass it off to Shane for a look at the National.
Thanks, Andres. We're going to take a look at what we've got going across the whole country right now, not just down here in the southeast, where things are remaining very warm right now. 73 in Tallahassee, 79 out there in San Antonio. And check out them in Phoenix, 82 degrees. A very warm February out there to the west, at least in the south, because the country is pretty much divided along the middle. And north of the Mason-Dixon line, we've got freezing temperatures to talk about there in the northeast. 24 in Boston, 29 in D.C., 17 up there in Minneapolis. And that's all due to a front that we've got draped across the middle of the country. You can see that it's bringing snow to the Dakotas and into Iowa right now. And then when it dips down into the southeast, not far enough south to give us any chill here in Tallahassee, it whips its way back up to the north, bringing snow to the northeast. And I'm going to focus in on some of those regions in just a moment. But let's talk about how the temperature has changed in the last day. Remember yesterday when it was really cold out here in the southeast? Now we're about 20 degrees warmer in many spots, including New Orleans, a full 21 degrees warmer. Atlanta checking in 19 degrees warmer now than it was at this time yesterday. Out there to the west, things are cooling off a little bit in Kansas City, 12 degrees cooler. But for the most part, things are warming up here in the south. Now, up in the northeast, there's that snow that I spoke of. We can see a lot of it coming off the Great Lakes here near Buffalo, even making its way into central Pennsylvania. This is what we call lake effect snow, and it's stirred up when warm wind blows over the water here, and the cold air really stirs up the warmth and the moisture from the lake and pours lots of snow on the regions just to the east of the lake. So the National Weather Service has issued a lake effect snow advisory as well as some warnings there in western New York. And then we're going to shift our gaze off to the northwest here in Seattle, where, true to its reputation, they're getting doused in rain showers right now. Just a little bit of a minor disturbance coming off behind the big one that's bringing lots of snow to the center of the country right now. So we want to talk about temperature for the next 2 days, because that's going to be the big player here in the heart of the nation. Minneapolis, Detroit, all checking in the teens tonight, cooling off even cooler. We see those purple regions from Canada begin to protrude really far south, so we know it's going to get super cold this weekend, but not here in the southeast. Tallahassee still checking in at 59 degrees, very seasonable for this time of year, a little above average, you might even say, compared to what we've had earlier this week. But in the northeast, they're still chilled to the bone, 8 degrees in Minneapolis. And then that cold is going to keep jumping down further south. I'm going to throw you a few more numbers before I throw it back to the desk. We've got 40 in Tallahassee tonight, 10 in Detroit, 75 by Saturday evening in Phoenix. Let's hand it off to Alyssa now at the desk.
Thanks, Shane. Yeah, we've been seeing a wide range of temperatures across the nation, and actually headed back to California, they have been above average, like he was saying. They've been seeing record high temperatures actually for this time of year. It hasn't been feeling like winter in February too much. It's been more like summer actually. They've had dozens record high. Actually in Santa Ana, their all-time high has been 95 degrees. That is remarkable for this time of year, especially considering that their average for this time of year is around the 60s. So that's a huge difference for February. Northern California will be getting cooler this weekend, but Southern California, they will be staying in those warmer temperatures. So if we thought Florida was going to be warm, California, they're looking to be much warmer than us. Downtown LA, they're actually forecast to approach 90 degrees on Sunday and Monday. So really warm for February, not feeling like winter for them quite yet, but they will be seeing those cooler temperatures come in once again soon. Jumping to New York, though, they are seeing a whole different kind of range of temperatures. December, they were feeling warmer temperatures, but now in February, they're really feeling those winter temperatures once again. They're actually going to be seeing it in the 1 digits possibly soon. So that's a big difference from California, who are having record highs. New York is having those quite almost record lows, actually. So they'll be taking a turn for February. We'll be seeing those stark differences across the nation, and we'll be seeing warm temperatures this weekend this Friday here in Florida, in Tallahassee. But we will be seeing it cool down again on the weekend, so we will be continuing those winter temperatures here in Florida. And we're going to be seeing more about what's going to be going on with our temperatures back at the wall.
Thank you, Alyssa. This time we're going to look at the whole state of Florida over here. As we can see right here, locally in Tallahassee, 73 degrees. Jacksonville's at 68. As we go a little bit further south down 995, it's 66 in Orlando, 66 in Palm Beach, and 70 in Miami. It's just gorgeous day across the state. There's hardly a cloud in the sky, and if there is, you know what, it's not doing much of a difference anyways, because it's just beautiful outside. And speaking of beautiful outside, as you can see, the current radar and satellite view, it's just nothing but sun. We got a few clouds right here behind this banner, behind my name over here, folks. But anyways, there you go. And over there by Miami, they had a few clouds, but for the most part, most of the state is just under this sun. It's amazing outside, folks. I hope you're outside enjoying this. And that 24-hour change is not correct, so I'm going to skip that, folks. Sorry about that. Current dew point, it's 43 degrees here in Tallahassee, 38 in Jacksonville, 38 in Fort Myers. As the southerly winds that are coming out of the Gulf, they're bringing this moisture, so it's bringing these dew points back up. And this is helping cause that our temperatures to be a little bit higher also as well than they were yesterday. And as you can see, the current winds right now, if you look at this, it looks a little bit interesting, folks, because if you look up here towards the north part of the state, you see that the winds are out of the southwest. But if we go farther south, we see that the winds are out of the northeast. And the reason being is over here by Sebring, Florida, it's around right over here, there's a surface high that's creating these wind changes. So that's a little FYI, a little something interesting that you can see there that happens in the world of meteorology. And but futurecast temperatures tonight at about 7 o'clock, it's going to be 59 degrees here in Tallahassee. As we move it into tonight's forecast, it's going to be 47 in Tallahassee here, 46 in Jacksonville, 48 in Orlando, and it's going to be 57 in Miami. It's just going to be a big difference from the lower 30s to upper 20s that we were seeing here the past couple of days. The southerly winds are just bringing up these temperatures, and it's going to be gorgeous around the area. So, and it's not just us. As we can see, it's pretty much most of the state, because tonight, I know in Orlando, it's getting down to the 30s as well, also in Jacksonville. So these southerly winds are just bringing these temperatures up across most of the state. But Friday's forecast, tomorrow is going to be 75 in Jacksonville. Same here in Tallahassee, 72 in Pensacola. Just going to be warm everywhere. And the envy of the state down here in Miami, they're going to be just a little bit warmer than us, 1 degree, 76. But for the most part, the whole state is going to be under sun again. So if you want to work on your tan a little bit in February, it sounds kind of weird, but if you want to work on that tan, you can go ahead and do that. It's just going to be amazing tomorrow. So moving on to Saturday, this forecast is going to be 57 in Jacksonville, 58 in Tallahassee. We can see once that front passes by that these temperatures are going to be dipped down a little lower. So we're going to go back into the lows are going to be into the 30s again. But that shouldn't last too long, because Monday we're going to have another front come by, and this is going to bring the temperatures back up again. But for right now, we're going to pass it off to Shane at the desk.
Thanks, Andres. And what I'm going to talk about now is President's Day, which many of you may have forgotten about, but it is, in fact, this upcoming Monday. And to start off, we wanted to give you a little bit of history about President's Day, what it is, and why we observe it. President's Day is typically the third Monday in February, and it was established way back in 1885 to celebrate the birthday of our first president, George Washington, whose birthday is, in fact, on February 22nd. And the reason that we don't celebrate on the 22nd is due to an act that I'd only just heard of today researching this story, the 1971 Uniform Monday Holiday Act. Yes, that's right, that really does exist. And I, like many others, I believed that President's Day was set on its current day to be halfway between Lincoln and Washington's birthdays, but in fact that's not true. It's set on the third Monday in February so that, like several other Monday holidays, it can create a long weekend, which many do approve of, those who have days off from school or work. Now, here at FSU, we do not. Classes are in session on Monday, as usual, but I wanted to give everyone a little information about some closings that we're going to see around the area on Monday. County and state government offices will be open, except for Wakulla County. Federal government offices will be closed, including area post offices, so no mail on Monday. And courts will be open except for the U.S. District Court serving North Florida. Now, colleges will be open. FSU, FAMU, and TCC. All classes will be in session as expected. But the county schools throughout the Big Bend will be closed, so all the kids get a fun day off of school, and garbage collection will go on as scheduled. So mark that down on your calendars, President's Day this Monday. And now we're going to throw it out to our team leader, Jay, for the last local.
Yes, indeed. I'm super excited about President's Day. I am not excited about classes not being canceled, but nonetheless, we'll still keep on trucking on and just keep on going with the regular scheduled school day. The United States Almanac, we're seeing 73 degrees in Tallahassee as the high for the record. Record is only saying 82. We just off by 9%. Low is 28 degrees. We're not going to see that tonight. We're going to see temperatures around the 40s. So we're going to be close to our average for tonight. and you see 17 degrees for the average record back in 1971. But now we're taking a look currently around the Tallahassee region. You're seeing 73 in our area. Over in Valdosta, you're seeing 68 degrees. In Panama City, you're seeing 67 degrees. Just a bunch of upper 60s, lower 70s. So again, it's quite a warm one over in our region, and that's going to be a common trend for tomorrow as well. Sun radar, just nothing to be talked about, just gorgeous sunny skies for today, and that's going to be like that tomorrow as well as Saturday into Sunday. You're going to see a couple ranges here Monday, but I'll get a little more into that on the 7-day forecast. Current winds is not as gusty as you may think. It is only 17 miles per hour in Tallahassee. We only saw 7 for most of the day, so I don't expect that to be 17 right now. However, it is 13 winds miles per hour for Panama City and 7 over in Valdosta. Now we're going to take a look ahead into the next couple of days. We're going to see quite a warm trend for Tallahassee for now and into Friday. I put the graphics into motion. A low pressure system does start to develop over parts of South Carolina and parts of Georgia and Alabama. So again, you'll see a little more rain here and there, but not too much to be worried about. However, going into Friday into Saturday, it'll be quite a chilling one over in our region as this does start to sweep in over our area. I'll step away for just a second to really get a good glimpse of it. Again, it's quite a chilling one for Tallahassee. And a high pressure system really does start to dominate our area. So that's why we're seeing a lot more sunnier skies for Friday and Saturday as well as Sunday. But again, make sure you're in the light and moderate jackets because it will be quite a cold one for our region, rising temperatures into the 50s on Saturday and Sunday. But now if you have any place to go on the beach on Friday, well, this first time we're going to see warm weather. We're going to see about 74 degrees for Friday. So if you want to go out anywhere seaside, winds are going to be coming out the west at 15 to 20 miles per hour. Surf 3 to 5 feet. And you're going to see UV index of 6. So again, sunscreen will quite be necessary as much as we saw the past couple of weeks. Not too much to be worried about. Boating forecast, the exact same thing. It's just going to be choppy waters and mostly sunny for the waters. Tonight in Tallahassee, not much to talk about, just increasing clouds and a pleasant night. Friday's outlook, 74 degrees, mostly sunny, and it's going to be quite a warm day. I would take a look at the week ahead. Valentine's Day is Sunday. That's why you have Cupid and a nice little beating heart over on Sunday. Ranges do start coming back in on Monday, but I know a couple of lovebirds here at the desk I would love to be talking about. So of Shane and Margaret.
Thanks very much, Jay. That is indeed an excellent forecast for this weekend. And one thing that I was thinking about that's particularly excellent, besides the beautiful Valentine's Day weather we'll sure be enjoying, is that we're finally getting out of the really frigid lows, which, as we know here in the meteorology department, we've had a bit of an illness going around with everyone, students and staff. Yeah,
it's going to be really nice to be able to thaw this weekend and enjoy it. Try and get away from some of the work that doesn't have to be done right away, but do try and keep up with it. Just have a relaxing but still productive weekend.
Absolutely. The 7-day looks beautiful. And as always, we've got our presence on social media. So you see beautiful shots this weekend. Take pictures, send them to us. We're on Facebook, Twitter, and you can watch us anytime on livestream.com/FSU Weather.
We do love to see your pictures, so please do send them to us.
Yep, cloud photos are definitely our thing here at FSU Weather. But that's been our show for this Thursday night. We've enjoyed spending with you. Hope you had a great time as well. We'll see you tomorrow.